Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I know it's only a few days since I did my last video, but I did forget a lot of things on that what I needed to tell you, and I didn't speak about the garden a deal, which to be fair I have not done all year, even though it's supposed to be koi garden and fiberglassing. But the fiberglassing I couldn't show you because we were keeping it a bit of a secret. But I did get this food from the show. That's all I did buy, because it is pointless me buying any fish and I don't really need any equipment. But I got the sake off of Ryan from Exclusive Koi. I had a chat to Gaz from GK Pete day before and said I was going to come back and get some. And is it Nutrimare food? I thought I'd try it. It seems to be going down well with most people. I did, while I was down there, I did meet a guy from Upnall who knows a lot of people I know. But I know Keith from Koi Kicks, he's using that food and he's raving a bit about it, especially the price of it. But they were very nice people to talk to. Did have a bit of a banter with one of the ladies there, and spoke to Dan as well. They also gave me these snack biscuits, whatever they are. I've tried Marfish with them. They don't want any of them at the moment. They sooner have the crab sticks. But obviously we're only just starting to hand feed. I know Scraggs hand fed them, and of Scraggs Koi, he fed them the other day, and at one point I thought he'd had his nails done, but then I realised his wife was feeding him and he was just filming. So yeah, we all make mistakes. But basically this video is going to be more about the garden. The people I met down at the show. I met Phil from Telford Koi, Sharpie from Sharpie's Koi, chatted to a lot of different people, and there was one lady who commented on my channel named Jeanette. Thank you very much, Jeanette. She told me she watched the channel, and now she comments on it, so it made me day. It really did, and I have told her that. But yeah, we'll just see about looking at these fry up here, because they were at the top earlier. Now, not many of them knocking about, they're all over the other side. But they seem to be thriving in what I call my mud pond now, because you can't see the bottom of it. The garden itself's looking well. The owl, he's drying out a bit. To take you down here, you can see I've taken a bag of potatoes out here, some from down there, and I've cleared that area a bit to give my French beans a bit more light, a bit more room to grow. Everything else is pretty much the same. But one of the things I was doing yesterday, and then my son come round, but stopped me doing it really. But if you look at that there, these strawberries were all this box looked like that yesterday, but a lot of them are going red or yellow, the leaves. That's saying they're dying off. So to me, that's telling me to get ready to put the runners from the strawberries into pots like that. And when I talk about the runners, I mean these pieces that come off here from your main strawberry in your tub, and they throw out these runners. And I've got one down here to show you. Pick it up. And they look like that. And that bit there, if you plant that into the ground, and this on the end, do the same with that. Just stick it in, put fresh compost in, but try and get a bit of soil, garden soil as well, because it's a bit heavier, a bit stickier, and it will hold the plant in better. I think last year I shown you how to put them into straight into plant pots, but you've got to leave the runner attached to the main plant for a few weeks while it feeds. You can see this one here, I'd had a strawberry die, so I've fed this fresh one in and just planted it back in the tub. I've done that with one of the tubs down there, put about 4 in there, but I'm going to do the rest of this bay same as that, because I've got these spare tubs. But you don't have to buy new strawberries then every year, new strawberry plants. You just grow fresh ones. They last about, I think they're good for 3 years, and then you as well getting rid of them and obviously using these new ones you've got. But where they don't reach, like that one I've just shown you, I will put some plant pots down there with compost and soil in, pin them into it, and they'll grow down there. Just leave them, water them every now and again if you have to. Something else I wanted to show you was this here. This onion had gone to seed. It's snapped off now, but this is what it's gone from seed. That's broke off there. If you get water down that, it'll rot your onion from the inside. Not that we've had any water falling for about 6 weeks. It's been, well, really dry here, but if you get water down that, it'll rot from inside. And I took some out yesterday. They're here. They're all right at the moment, but you really want to be using them straight away. They're not store, so just pull them out and use them. We used one yesterday in a stir fry, but you can't store them. They just not have it. They'll start to rot front middle. What I've got out today is these potatoes, a couple of beetroot, and a bag of Pentland Javelin, and a few radishes. Not bad really. These are actually supposed to be main crop, so you wouldn't normally be getting them till September, October. The Pentland Javelin are earlies. They probably take 12 weeks, 16 weeks to grow up max. These are normally about 20 weeks. But I've taken them out and I've replaced some others up there. So I've got some for later on in the year. Also taken these tomatoes off, simply because we haven't got any for his tea, and once they've come off, they're absolutely beautiful. You as well just taking them off the plant when you want them, because if they're not going to overripen or burst, take them off, take them in and eat them. But I have said before that growing vegetables isn't cheap, but the taste is worth it. Obviously a cucumber, some leaf lettuce. I got this off yesterday. What I do with that, it don't stay very fresh. If what I do, I put a piece of kitchen towel in, and when I throw the lettuce in, it's wet. It wets the kitchen towel, and for some reason it keeps it fresh. It doesn't rot it. So that's what we've got out today. Flowers are looking well. Keep feeding the watering the plants with the water out the swimming pool. A few courgettes on. Got some carrots in there. Planted some more carrots for later on in the year. Planted some more mulch too. And you can see where I took the lettuce off yesterday. And there's a few radishes in there. But I have neglected the gardeners this year, but I've only got half as much again as what I had before, so a bit limited to what I can show you. We'll nip in greenhouse and we'll look at the fry and everything else. Tomatoes still coming on nicely. We've got quite a few at an early ripe. That one's gone a bit funny, but yeah. Anyway, and they've got cucumber growing up there, another one there. at the moment they're growing at such a rate that we can actually pick them and eat them within about 3 days. If we do get a glut, we will obviously give them away, but whatever it keeps us going, we're happy with that. If you look in this bucket, I've just put air ball in there. This is the water I warm up for the fry and for my water changes, because obviously I don't want to put cold water straight into the tank. Feeder's gone off again. And if you look in there, you can see the fry I've got in here. There's 45 in here now. I'm not going to win any championships with that, I tell you, but I don't really care as long as I can grow them on. I'd like them to grow quicker, I admit it, but as long as they'll come on now in there, hopefully it will, and I can get that waste out the bottom without having to use the filter every 5 minutes and change all the water. Well, there's some in there look quite nice. I'll just take you back and show you something else. Right, so you can see as soon as I come to this corner now, they start lining up to have something to eat. Obviously it's the crab sticks. I might throw a few crab sticks in and try a bit of that in the snacks. Oh, well, at least some of them went for the snacks. I'll just see if I can get one of them to feed. It'll be the Sasagi, I'm assuming. He's normally the first one to get to it. I did show you this other day, so you know it's happening. Look at him. Watch me finger, you bugger. Yeah, this definitely works. I'm imagining if you've got enough time to come and sit outside a pond and give them and then start feeding them these snacks. I don't know whether the Sasagi would come back for one of these. This could be a long wait, couldn't it? No, that's not going to happen. So anyway, everybody I met at the show, and definitely all the new subscribers, thank you very much, because going from 461 on Friday to 494 I think it is at the moment, and I'm getting comments from people who haven't commented before. I'm really impressed with that. I'm sure granddaughter will, when she sees how many I've got, I'll be getting a telling off. But thank you very, very much for subscribing. I did enjoy the conversations I had down at the show. Sorry if I've not mentioned people who I met. But for me, doing this is a bit traumatic, because obviously I'm going to go in now, watch it myself. If I think it's worked, I shall post it straight away. So before 5 o'clock it should be up on YouTube, ready to view. So thank you very much again. Hope everybody's well, including Dave from Rocket Boy, because apparently he wasn't very well. I think he is now. I think he's okay again. So thank you, and thanks for watching. Bye.